Hello and welcome, guys. We are back here for round 4 with the list you see on screen. We are currently 3-0, so I'm not trying to bring any bad luck on myself, but I'm excited. We already got our league value back, and we still got 2 more matches to play through, so I'm excited. Let's go ahead and jump into it, but before we do that, I just want to say that today's gameplay is sponsored by fructose and glucose. That's right, 2 simple sugars that combine to form sucrose. We love them. I eat them, you eat them. Taste delicious. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump straight into the map. Alright. What is it today? Let's see your worst opponent. Lynx x Lynx. Interesting. I will play first. Seems like a good, solid move number 1. And this hand is interesting. We need a bounce land, but if we find a bounce land, then we already have a Titan, and if we don't, then we have a tracker to try to draw into some more action. We even get a turn 2 Dryad, so I think this is going to be good enough. We shall see. So we're going to go ahead and play this Grazer out on 1. We're holding back the Cavern here in case we are playing against a counterspell deck. That way we can force through this Dryad. I'm going to hold on to the Crumbling Vestige and try to play it last because it gives us the most options with our mana. And if we draw an Amulet, this guy will actually tap for 2 mana. So it's sort of like a pseudo bounce land, you might say. Uh-oh, Shivan Reef. This feels a lot like Storm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Huh. Well, we might need to hold this Cavern for our actual Primeval Titan now. So I'm going to get this Crumbling Vestige out of the way. And as much as I would like to be able to get this tracker in play and start getting clue value, I think against Storm, we have to try to clock them as fast as possible, which means getting this Dryad into play and hoping for the best. We could wait on the tracker and then play 2 lands after we play the tracker. If we draw a tap land, that's going to put us a turn off of our Titan. Because we could play field here. Yeah, I think we're going to play the field, because if we draw a land, we'll still be able to crack both clues anyways. And if we don't draw a land, then hopefully we're drawing a Titan. Sleight of hand. Maybe they don't have a second land. That would be kind of nice. We will see. No second land, okay. Discarding a redundant Electromancer. Okay, well, another Dryad is not really doing much for us here, so let's go ahead and cast this tracker and get our Cavernous Souls into play. Get this clue, Cavern on Giant. Now we can play around a Remand if we are able to find a Titan and a land. And we'll go ahead and swing for 2. There's no reason, I guess there might be a reason to crack clue now, in case they, like, go for a Grape Shot turn or something and kill our tracker. We could, or something like that, we could find a land and play it now, so let's just try it. Wait, hold on. So I learned that if you do the one on the bottom of the stack first, you can yield to both, and it's a little faster. They just go by immediately. That's a Titan, so that's great news. Now we just need to find a land. If we find a land before they're able to go off here, or like if they play a creature here and then we're able to play a Titan and kill it with Valakut, then we're looking pretty hot. That's not a land. No, that needed to be a land. Rip. Alright, I guess we're just serving in with the crew. And playing another Dryad. Feels weird. Feels weird. Man, I felt like if we drew an untapped source here, or like a Garenbrig or something, we'd be in great shape. But we might actually just be dead this upcoming turn. Let's just hope they don't have it. Although, they ended up discarding the hand size because they had too many cards. So the likelihood that they don't have what they need to go off here is pretty low, I would say. They're blocking with Brawl. Okay. Can't really punish them for that. I guess we're playing another Dryad. I don't think there's anything we can Summoner's Pact for here, so here's a Dryad. And we'll pass it back. Let's just hope that we're not dead. And then this upcoming turn, we'll be able to top deck a land, we'll get a Valcut into play, everything will be perfectly alright. You know what they call that? Wishful thinking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead here. Let's just see what they choose to get here out of curiosity, and then I'll probably go ahead and scoop it up. It would be pretty easy for them to kill us from 18, I think, so. I mean, this has been a while on this pile, though. Let's see, so we put the Morphos in the graveyard because it denies them a card draw, and the Pass and Flame so they don't get to cast it twice. But yeah, this is just game. So I'm going to go ahead and concede here. I don't think they would take them very long to do their thing, but there's just no reason to make them do it, to be honest. Alright, so we want Dismembers, for sure. We want Disputes, for sure. Gust also hits Pass and Flames and, like, Rituals and their, like, Pyromancers, so I guess Gust is good enough. They are on Shivan Reef, meaning they're on Fetchless Storm, which makes me think that they're unlikely to be playing Blood Moon. They could be playing Aria of Flame. I don't know if that's something I actually care to board around, though. We could bring in another Explosives for their dudes and for Goblin tokens from Empty the Warrens, although I don't know that they would be on Empty the Warrens post-sideboard, but it's possible. That said, Explosives can still kill their like, Baral and Electromancer. It's a little slow for that, though. I'm just going to keep one for tutor purposes. We can trim the Explorers for sure. We can trim one Summoner's Pact, I think. Probably not a land. We probably need all of the lands that we have. Trim one Stirrings is fine. Let's see. The Trackers are probably not great, actually. We can go like this. Yeah. Maybe we want, like, the Pact or Stirrings or something over the Aether Gust. A little unclear, though. I think it's probably fine. Let's submit like this. We will play first. This hand has an answer to a Brawl, and it has a Cavern to potentially force our Titan through a Remand, but it doesn't really have a lot of lands. We will most likely end up pacting for a Dryad, and if they have a second creature, this hand kind of just gets blown out. I think we can do better. I'm gonna mulligan. Well, this is a hand. Don't have double green to activate Garenbrig, but we do have a Bajuka Bog. If this were a scout, we could bog in at instant speed, like in response to Pass and Flames or something. But we are playing Grazer, so we do have that minor downside. Is it going to be worth it? If we top deck a green source, this hand becomes quite good. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it. And we can put this Redundant Pact on the bottom, I guess. We'll go ahead and lead on Grazer here. It's also possible we could have put the Bajuka Bog into our deck and kept the Summoner's Pact in case we wanted to pack for a Dryad or a Zusa or something. I mean, it would take us a turn off of our setup in order to do that, but could be better than just trying to naturally hit land drops. We'll see. Okay, let's play out the Garenbrig, I suppose. We are 2 turns away from casting Titan, which does not sound like it will be good enough, in all honesty. Suppose we could have played Talari West, so that if we find a Mystical Dispute, we could potentially hold it up. Now we don't really have that to our availability, but the problem with that is it puts us even further away from green sources for Garenbrig. Like, if we lead Telaria West instead of Garenbrig, then we have to play Forest and Garenbrig, and then we still can't even activate it, so... Okay, we need something great. That's not really the best, to be honest, because we can't pay for it. We don't have another green source for this Garenbrig either. Things are not looking great. I guess we're playing Telaria West and passing. Now we can't really avoid being a turn off of our Castle Garenbrig, because the likelihood that we draw a green source that the interest tapped is pretty high, so for that reason I'm just going to go ahead and run out the Telaria West here, but we probably dead. Maybe this hand should have been a mulligan as well. When it comes to Storm, there's just not a whole lot that you can do about it. They topped 2 cards. Desperate Ritual. Yeah, they're kind of just doing their thing here. And we can't use this pact because we'll die on our upkeep if we do. So, if we had been able to play a Dryad this turn, then we could easily pact Negation, but we cannot. Well, I'm going to go ahead and yield through this turn, I think. Guess we'll just wait. Empty the Warrens. Okay, that's not the worst. Yeah, if that's all they're doing, I'm fine with this for the time being. Huh. So, if we Growth Chamber, we can pick up the Garenbrig and be able to pact Negation during their upcoming turn, and if they don't make us pact, then we can play Forest and Slam Titan, so I guess that's the line. Maybe we could have bogged them there, I don't know. We'll see if a Titan will even be good enough here. We're taking 12 damage here, assuming they attack with the Brawl as well, which they do. So we'll go ahead and block the Brawl, because that one looks unlike the other ones. We're at 8. Can we come back from 8? We shall see. Dryad. A little late on that one. So we can play Titan, but we can't actually trigger Field, so we need to gain life. So if our Titan gets Radiant Fountain and something else, then we'll be at 10. We can block 2 and take 10, 11. I don't think that this is going to be quite good enough. If we play Dryad, we can play Forest Garenbrig and still be 1 away. We can... we don't have a bounce land, so we can't pick up Telaria West and transmute for Engineered Explosives, sadly. So, I think we're just dead here regardless. Yeah, there's not much we can do here. We're 1 mana short from being able to Dryad and cast Titan. I guess 1 land drop short. No, just 1 mana short. Yeah, it really sucks. Well, I mean, we're gonna cast a Titan and make them attack, I suppose. Just snap resolved. They didn't even bother to remand, huh? Yeah, if we had 1 more land in play, then we could set up the Fielded Ed here, so we would be getting some additional blockers, but we don't really have that available. We definitely have to get the Radiant Fountain. Is there anything else that we can do here? If if we make a mana with Crumbling Vestige, we don't have another land drop or anything, so it's not like we can take advantage of that. Yeah, there's not much we can do. I think we're just dead. That was the end of turn gifts I'm given. Repeal my Primeval Titan. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. You know what? Let's just go ahead and say no to that one. That's funny. I guess there's a possibility that they don't want to lose their Brawl and they tunnel vision into thinking that they can't attack with the Brawl and then we'll be fine. It's highly unlikely. Yeah. Yep, we're dead. Sad times. Even if we had one, even if they didn't attack with the Brawl, we'd still be dead. So, yeah. Well, it looks like they realize that as well. Let's, eat this damage. Yep, good games, opponent. Yep. Man, we're just a turn too late there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should have mulliganed that hand. Oh well. Hey, we're still a 3-1, and that's a good record, so that's good enough for me. If you found this match to be enjoyable, then go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm saying it because y'all know that I have to say it. If I don't say it, then nobody will listen. So, I mean, what would there be to listen to? Anyways, I will see you guys for match 5, which I anticipate I'm going to play in about 3 seconds. So, anyways, I will see you guys in the next match. This is Redface Menace, signing off.